It's the Griot Nation News, where we give you the best of activism and journalism.
Griot Nation, what's happening? We standing at the Anti-Gentrification Buffalo event with the Anti-Gentrification Coalition. And right next to me, sitting right to my left, brother Asim. How you doing, brother? I'm all right, man. I'm doing pretty well. So tell us a little bit about your organization and the event, man.
Yeah, so I'm with the Coalition for Economic Justice. This event was put together in collaboration with a lot of the non-for-profit groups here in the city: Open Buffalo, Push Buffalo, Citizen Action, West Buffalo, as well as the Partnership for Public Good. And the purpose of this summit is really to create a holistic framework for people here in the city of Buffalo to identify what gentrification is, the issues with it, and the implication that it has on communities like this, predominantly black communities, Latino communities, and ways to combat them.
Man, so how long have y'all been planning to put the event on?
About 7 months now.
About 7 months.
Yeah,
wow.
7 months.
So it took a lot of planning to bring everything together.
Yeah, because I mean, all of us are doing great work, but we're doing it within our own respective organizations, and each organization has its own issue that it's addressing, but all of it falls underneath the overall problem of gentrification.
With the current mayor doing his particular tenure in office, has this really become an issue as of now, or have you seen this be a progression over a period of time?
Well, this is definitely a progression over a period of time. After or as Don was saying earlier, what the situation is in San Francisco, that communities that have been underserved for quite some time, this stuff is an escalation, because you have areas where there are no resources being brought in. You have a community that has been disadvantaged. The schools are horrible. The overall environment is horrible. Housing, transportation, road conditions. You know what I mean? And then what happens is you have a developer who looks at this as prime real estate. And sees the potential.
Property back.
Exactly, right? And then they see the potential in it, start to buy up stuff. To beautify the area. And then once that happening is rents are raised, property taxes are raised, and then the people who are native to this area are forced to move.
Most people, when they go to apply for services, they have an income cap, right? You can only get services. I know a friend of mine out of Memphis was saying her daughter was getting services, but she can only make $25,000. All right, so you have this mentality that in order for me to receive services, I have to stay within a particular income rate. I know in Dallas, some of the apartments are going up, and they have an income cap on them. They're nice apartments, and they are gentrified. They have gentrified that area, but even the new developers coming in are still capitalizing on the same mind state, because they're able to build higher quality apartments, but you can only make so much money. And then in my mind, gentrification, when I think about it, or when I think about this process that you're talking about, really comes within the mental and the psychological framework of people that have been underserved, and be made the thought that social services can only provide for them if they stay in this condition. What part of what y'all are doing is combating the psychological state of people that live in these income areas, who think that in order to get services, they have a social service mentality that keeps them capped off?
Well, education. I'm a firm believer by building education and awareness, it gives a person an inherent responsibility to do something. You ever heard the old saying, ignorance is bliss?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And that's unfortunately the dynamic in this city, or in these type of areas where people don't have access to the real information, and they're being fed or perceiving things that, well, I had to be complacent and in so many ways dependent on the system for my everyday life. And what our goal is to educate them, empower them to say that, no, you actually can be the real decision maker. You actually can, get yourself to a point where you are self-sufficient, and you don't have to ask or beg anyone else to do for you what you can do for yourself.
And in my humble estimation, that's the essence of it all, man, because we said the Griot Nation that, regardless of what people do to you, you're still responsible for what you do for you. And this is a mentality that we're taking when we're going into neighborhoods, empowering people to empower themselves. With $1.1 trillion circulating through the ghost black community, meaning that we don't have a framework or structure for what that community really truly looks like. However, we know it goes through black hands.
Right.
That we don't have to have a social service mentality. We have enough money within us to take care of ourselves. And that's our mission as a Griot Nation. And what we want to do, man, is offer our platform to events like this, groups and leadership groups like the one that you. How old are you, brother?
I'm 26.
Man, I'm very honored, that at your age that you're standing up and making things happen. We know that nothing ever really moved in history unless the youth did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, you still youth compared to my age, but when we think of you, we think of brothers like Huey P. Newton, who was 14, 15 years old when they started the Black Panthers. So this is a great step in that direction, man. And the Griot Nation, in keeping that legacy alive, brother. The Griot Nation want to make sure that whatever happens, that y'all get in contact with us, man. Y'all let us know what's going on so we can come out and make sure we cover events like this. We can support y'all any way that we can. For people that may see this video, how can they learn more about your organization and participate and support?
Yes, you could go on our website. It's www.cejbuffalo.org. You can also get in contact with me at Asim at cejbuffalo.org, and our telephone number 716-235-3414.
Cool.
And as far as the Anti-Gentrification Coalition, you can check us out on the Facebook page, and get in contact with me. I'll get you more information.
No doubt. Whatever you need from us, make sure you let us know, man. We'll come out and cover. If you like, you can make that announcement to everybody here to let them know that there is a social media and a radio platform that's dedicated to seeing change in the community.
That's great.